Welcome to today's webinar, which is Circular Economy Unlocking Opportunities. So if you thought you were joining something else, then you're in the wrong place. But this is really a part of a series of events around sustainability, which we at the South East London Chamber of Commerce have been hosting. And the webinars are, as I mentioned in pre-recording, is a precursor to an in-person, not to be missed, or a must-attend event, a conference on the Thursday, 23rd of October, IKEA Greenwich. And we will have also the head of sustainability for IKEA Greenwich coming along. So that should really also be a good draw. For those that don't know me, my name is Mark Jenkinson, and I'm Vice President of the South East London Chamber of Commerce. And for those that don't know, because we have a mix of members and guests today, South East London Chamber is a business membership organisation covering 5 of London's local boroughs, which is Bexley, Bromley, Croydon, Lewisham and Greenwich. But without further ado, we're going to hand over to 2 of our members and 2 experts on circular economy, Elodie and Anne. So over to you 2. And Elodie, you're on mute.
Starting well. Thank you, Mark, for the introduction. My name is Elodie. I'm a professional facilitator of UK coordinator of a workshop called the Circular Economy Collage. It's a French NGO. And my aim is to support businesses in the journey for a desirable future. And I end up to Anne, that will let us know who she is.
Hi, I'm Anne Barrett, and I've been supporting small businesses in various capacities for 20 plus years after an environmental management degree in the 90s, followed by a few years working in ecotourism. During the pandemic, I decided to train as a small business coach with the purpose of helping small business owners adapt for our changing sustainability challenges. And a year ago, I founded Climate Confidence. In the last year, I've become a facilitator of various workshops. The Climate Fresque, my trainer is in the room, carbon reduction planning, and more recently, the Circular Economy Collage to spread deeper understanding of the issues and potential solutions. A year ago, I started the Lewisham branch of the People Planet Pint Sustainability Meetups, which Elodie and I host together. The next one is Friday week at the Ignition Brewery in Sydenham. And I'm happy to be here today supporting Elodie, your very knowledgeable Circular Economy Collage UK coordinator. So over to Elodie. Oh, no, over to me. What we will cover today, today's focus is how circular economy principles create a real business opportunities for UK SMEs. We're going to cover UK circularity landscape, then a definition of circular economy, the value chain transformation, and your next steps. At the end, we'll have questions. So if you've got any questions, please enter them in the chat and we'll get to them at the end. A key promise is that you'll leave with actionable strategies to transform your value chain. Now we're starting with a couple of polls, so please get ready to enter a website or to click a QR code. Let me start that. So please, firstly, we would like to know your industry, get an idea of who we've got in the room. And afterwards, I'm going to ask you to enter some words that represent your challenges. So get ready thinking about what are your business challenges. So, it seems like we're all in the service industry or services industries. Okay, I actually don't know how many people are in the room.
15 participants.
Oh, right. Okay. Has anybody else Is anybody else in the process of logging in? Let's give it another 30 seconds. Is that all right? There we are. We got some, oh gosh, so services. Okay. So was that 30 seconds? Right, okay. I'm going to move on now. I think we've got an overwhelming services majority there. So now on to the challenges. Right, ignore those words. They're just what comes up in the first place. So please, hopefully, if you click again, you can get a screen where you can enter some words. So bear with us. Is it working? Is anybody having any trouble getting in? I'm in my oh, okay.
Gone back to the
Yeah,
it's still on the last slide.
it's still on the other slide. Okay. Oops, let's try again.
Okay, yep.
Now it's working.
Got it? Right, I'm going to move the QR code. Oh no, I can't move the QR code. Oh, wow. If you see any that you want to support, gosh. You can see we've got some similar things in there. Is anybody still entering? I'll give it another 30 seconds. Okay, so, well, I think what I'm observing there is that rather than having the same words popping up, we've got themes but expressed differently. So I'm actually going to hand you back to Elodie for more insights.
Thank you, and thank you so much for taking this time to sharing your challenges. It was really interesting to see that there is the cost coming back and underfunding, and I think maybe I have some good news on it, surely. So let's look at some of the key issues we identify, Anna and I. So the resources are getting more expensive and less predictable, as you know it, from rare earth mineral to water stress. So our linear supply chain are showing cracks. Supply chain vulnerability exposed by recent disruption, and we are really big dependence on critical material for transition and new technology. If you look at this image, show the table that makes up everything. So in red, you can see the elements that are in serious threat. In black are the elements from conflict zone. And you can also see how many elements are found in a smartphone. In an average, it's 40 elements. And you can see that some of it is in the conflict zone. So we have more conflicts, less resources, means more expensive materials. And you spoke about cost. So we can see an increase of price and commodity. Next, Anna.
Oops.
And the next one, Anne, please. So, and the third concern that some of you also mentioned is we look at the increasing regulatory pressure. So extended production responsibility, eco-design standard, and the EU right to repair law are just the beginning. The Circular Economy Action Plan, CSR, the Corporate Sustainability Reporting, and the new Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism policy are coming fast. So that's another thing. And the last one that we saw also, it's stakeholder asking better questions. So that's good. But investors want to know what happened at the end of the life. Customers are demanding transparency and sustainable practice. Let's continue our exploration of the UK circular landscape. So first, the data indicates that a significant majority of UK consumers express willingness to pay more for sustainable products, with the average premium being 9 to 10%. Next. In a study, less than 60% of waste electrical are collecting for reuse or recycling, which is quite low. And unfortunately, 4 or 5 of plastic products are still made from rigid material. That means dipping into our resources. Our old recycling rates haven't improved in 15 years. So we are recycling, but not as much as needed. Next picture. Unfortunately, and it's shocking, UK landfill sites cover an area almost as big as Greater London. And we burn 12 million tons of waste collected by council every year. Next, we throw away 22 billion of edible food annually, 4.5 billion in clothes, and 2.5 billion in usable furniture. This is bad for the environment, bad for the society, and bad for the economy. We are literally shoveling money down the drain. So, but there is a UK-specific advantage. The market really looks scary, and in the same time, it's a huge opportunity. The UK is building a circular economy infrastructure. So, the UK government has announced it will publish a new UK circular economy strategy later this year. This signals a pivotal shift in policy aimed at embedding circular into national and business sustainability strategy. Next, we can see an increase in investment in the circular economy year on year. So you have the data from BBDO. UK a circular economy business attracted 2.2 billion in disclosed funding during 2024. With venture capital and private equity firms driving deal flow despite transaction volume remaining flat at 183 deals. So a quote from Todd Mills, director in BDO's deal advisory team. The UK circular economy is one of the most advanced in the world, with a cohort of innovating businesses able to attract growth capital from a sophisticated investing community. So UK is building, conclusion, the UK is building a circular economy infrastructure and is essential to making it work. So let's go. What circular economy actually means. As you can see on the picture, so linear means even if you think that you're making money, actually you're losing money. Circular is generative value from the flow of material and product over time. So a definition that I like to say about a circular economy is a system of economic exchange that is sober in use of natural resources, efficient in the use of natural and human resources, and regenerative for human, social, and natural capital. So what is circular economy? It's simply about getting the most out of what we already got and keeping resources working as long as humanly possible. So we are ditching the old tech make waste approach and getting on with reusing, recycling, and breathing new life into materials while cutting down on waste. So the simple truth, circular economy means designing your business so nothing valuable leaves without creating value. The opportunity. So as I was mentioning, the opportunity is that circular economy is a proper opportunity to completely rethink how we create value, forge stronger relationship, and discover fresh resources, all while slashing cost. So it's a quote from RAP, or like study from RAP, that SME will act now gain first mover advantage in the 75 billion circular economy market. So there is money in the market. So it's profitable and resilient. And for UK SME, this means every waste become an input somewhere else. Every product is designed to come back profitably. Every process create multiple value stream, and your resource stay in your economy, not in the landfill. So now let's look at some starting point idea to move to some more circular economy. So one of the points I suggested is let's look at a simple value chain map. Sourcing. So what do you buy outright? How do you source your product or services? Where do you map them? Operation. What do you do or make? The sales and delivery. How do you reach your customer? Use phase. What happens when customers use your product or services? End of life. What happens when customer are gone? So the circular thinking is at each stage asks the question, how can we keep this useful longer and create more value? Today, we'll look at the rethinking your value chain through the collaborative longevity model. So one of the biggest blockers of moving to circular is silo thinking. As a traditional mindset will think individual. So for example, the sustainability team might be working on a product take-back scheme, while the procurement team chases cost reduction, and the design team hasn't been briefed at all. So without a shared understanding of circular principle or a clear strategy to embed them, the business loses coherence and momentum. We live in an interconnected world, and no organization operates in isolation. So strategic partnership and collaborative ecosystem can unlock substantial value, enabling an organization to share costs, access new markets, and drive innovation. So cooperation, your success depends on other success. Design win-win partnership. Product life extension, every product should have multiple profitable chapters. In co-design, intelligent design that anticipate the entire product journey. And green procurement, your purchases decision shape your circular potential. So the conclusion is you design for collaboration, build for longevity, and you procure for the future. Let's look at one example that is keen to my heart. It's Homestead Cafe, old held or people playing pint, and also it's, I think, a good way of looking at some strategy in place. So the challenge is during COVID, there was a transition into the takeaway business, keeping takeaway only business. And then there was a significant waste, packaging waste problem. The business generated approximately 200 kilograms of cardboard waste weekly from pizza sales alone, along with substantial single-use paper cup waste. So despite using recycled material, much of this packaging ended up as litter or was improperly disposed of due to consumer confusion, contamination, and inadequate recycling infrastructure. So they were sowing overflow bins, litter in the bulk, and huge storage space and recycling challenge. So what was the circular solution they look at? Is they implement the reduce and reuse. So they switch from in bringing prepared food to make, bake, and roast more product on site, so less packaged food in the process, and reducing of the carbon imprint by the transportation. They reduce using returnable cup and plate, and they adopted circular material, so we use it's a hot drink cup made from 100% recycled plastic. You reuse up to 1,000 of time and fully recyclable in half-life. So the impact, the measurable impact is the trial in year in 2023 is 85,000 paper cup avoid, 1 ton of waste eliminated, and 4 tons of CO2 saved. And the benefit, they premium position without cost increase neither for the business nor the customer. They reduce the transportation and the waste out, and they had a huge reduction in storage space because no box was necessitated. But they haven't done this alone. They was part of the Mayor of London program to reduce waste. They had a grant from ReLondon and some advice, and they're trailing and monitoring on transition. So their future vision now is really to collaborating with other businesses to design a London-wide returnable packaging scheme, demonstrating how science-based method and multi-stakeholder collaboration and can drive powerful environment result at both local and regional levels. Lewin is always keen to let you know what he's done, so feel free to contact him. I left, and if you need more questions, just let us know. Next slide. So we saw that after the sixth example, let's resume the financial benefit of circular economy. Financial benefits, extending revenue from the product generating income across multiple life cycle. So when you look at your life cycle product or your value chain, you can see at one point each time how you can keep the value in. Partnership advantage. The share cost, share cost, share market, and share innovation. Next. So well-designed, durable product could command prices, higher price. And next, procurement savings. So green procurement often reduce long-term costs by 20 to 13%. And the last one, which is really important, is customer loyalty. Product that lasts longer, create customer and sell longer. And also pride of what you've done and working in the planet. So I will hand over to Anne to look at what you could do for your next step to circularity.
Okay, thanks, Elodie. So what do you do? So here's a simple 3-step approach which could help you to get started and maintain your momentum. Week 1, step 1, draw your current process from start to finish. Identify where materials, resources enter and leave, and note where you currently have waste or inefficiency. Step 2, in week 2, pick one opportunity. Choose the easiest circular economy opportunity you identified. Start small with a pilot or trial. Measure the impact. Maybe it's cost savings, new revenue, customer response. And then step 3 is for the next 2.5 months, where you build on what's worked for from your pilot, add one new circular practice each month, connect with other businesses for collaboration opportunities, and expand your business. Some common starting points. For product businesses, you can start with take-back programs or repair services. For partner with local businesses for material sharing and design your next product with longevity in mind. For service businesses, which I think is all of us here, digitize one major process, offer extended service packages, partner with equipment suppliers for leasing options. There are some common fears and hesitations expressed by business owners who are in principle enthusiastic about the circular economy. It sounds complicated, but start with one simple change, build momentum with early wins. Complexity comes later, value comes immediately. We don't have time. Most initiatives save time by reducing waste handling. Take suggestions from your team, reduce your planning workload, and early wins create time for bigger initiatives. And what if it doesn't work? Start with low risk, high reward opportunities. The pilot approach, it minimizes investment, and the cost reduction alone usually covers initial efforts. But our industry is different. Every industry has waste streams and regulatory pressures. The principles adapt to any business model, and there is industry-specific support available. Sorry, that went too quickly. So the key messages today are: the circular economy is simple. Keep things useful longer instead of throwing them away. Opportunities exist everywhere, from sourcing to end of life in both products and services. Start small, pick one area and test it before expanding. And collaboration is key. Work with others, suppliers, customers, and local businesses. Businesses adopting circular practices find themselves better equipped to navigate market volatility and respond to change. They discover fresh revenue streams, drive down expenses, and gain satisfaction of contributing to a more sustainable future. In today's business landscape, that is not just good ethics, it is smart strategy. So your immediate action: before you leave today, identify one stage in your value chain where you see the biggest opportunity, write it down. That's where you'll start next week. Okay, so the support that you can get, you can ask us, there are our contact details there, about anything related to today's webinar. We can run workshops for you, for your business or your community. Please come to a People Planet Pint. You meet like-minded people. You never know who you might meet and what it might lead to. And we can help with developing your circular economy strategy. Get in touch by email if you have questions, and connect with us on LinkedIn. I've put both of our tags there. And one collection of events that you... Circular Economy Week from the 20th to the 26th of October. Speaking of which, come join us.
So thank you so much, Anne. So this webinar was a teasing on the potential of the circular economy. To learn more and just join us on the Circular Challenge from Cellular to System Thinking. It's a really interactive conference during CE Week. So it will be on the Thursday, 21st of October. We are lucky to be hosted by IKEA, that will show us what was their route to sustainability, and to H Workshop with like a new co-working space in this amazing building in Greenwich. If you have now any question, please let us know, feel free. I hope we can respond to it.